What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to The Journey of Finance. My name is Cedric, and I'm a creative entrepreneur, filmmaker, commercial model, and content creator here on YouTube. And on this channel, we talk about how to achieve financial independence. So if that is something that you're into, I upload new videos weekly on how to help you achieve that. So definitely hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. So today we're gonna react to another video by CNBC Make It, and it's a series on their YouTube channel called Millennial Money, where they highlight different millennials and see how they live their life and spend their money and how they make their money. So it's a very interesting concept of a channel, so definitely check it out. But I reacted to another video a couple of weeks ago on a couple that retired early and they are now living in Portugal, and that video is actually doing quite well for this channel. So I thought it'd be fun to react to another video. Now this video today that we're gonna react to is on Stephan, who is possibly the GOAT of all personal finance YouTubers. And I purposefully did not watch this one because I wanted to have an authentic reaction. We're gonna see how he spends his $6.1 million a year in Las Vegas. And I'm just gonna sprinkle my thoughts in throughout the video. So I think it would be fun. Let's go ahead and dive in.
And this is my office. Come on in. Very superstitious, so I always have to sit right here to post a video. If we don't sit right here, we have a bad video. Since 2019, my income has almost tripled. YouTube is very much like the snowball effect, where all the work you put in starts building up that momentum, which builds more momentum, which builds even more momentum.
So I've been following Graham for a couple of years on and off, but more specifically, like in the past year, I've been pretty much keeping up with all of his content. This guy, he's a beast. I mean, he started on YouTube just a few years ago and he amassed a following of a couple million subscribers. And man, one of my favorite types of videos that he would make are what he would make on YouTube in like a year, or he would just show basically how much AdSense revenue he made, and it's a lot of money. So I'm looking forward to what he's gonna share in this video. It's insane.
There have been a lot of changes throughout these last 2 years. I've moved to Las Vegas. I now have 5 YouTube channels. I've doubled down on the content I'm putting out, and things are busier than ever.
He has several different YouTube channels, and he basically posts a video every single day, if not on his main channel, his other channel. He has like a podcast channel. Then he has another channel where he does what I'm basically doing right now. He reacts to other videos and other things in the finance world. So this dude is busy. I don't know how he does it.
My name is Stephan. I'm 31 years old. I make $6.1 million a year in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is, wait for it, Millennial Money.
Update. They did a video on him a few years ago, that's why. He moved from Cali to Las Vegas. Good move. I bet you his main reason for doing that was taxes, because Cali, the taxes are insane there. But you can move right next door, problem solved, almost. $1 million from his YouTube channel in 2019. His current net worth is $15.5 million.
Boring. People think it's really exciting. Honestly, 10 hours a day is probably just spent just in front of a computer. So I would say usually I'll wake up anywhere between like 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. And then I walk 20 feet to my office, I close the door, and usually I don't come out until like 6 p.m., sometimes 7, but in that office, I'm just trying to think of video ideas. I'm trying to plan out different concepts. For some reason, I have an easier time planning videos on a beanbag.
This dude's a hustler for sure.
But I edit on the couch.
This dude, he works already longer than the average person. So like, that's insane. So he basically works almost 12-hour days. So Graham was featured on this show in 2019.
Like 2 years since then.
Wow. So his income was $1.6 million in 2019, and since then, in just 2 years, he has multiplied that by 3. That's insane.
Financial component to moving here as well that would allow me to get a home that is almost 4,000 square feet for half the cost in Los Angeles. It allows me to have people working from the house all day, that we can collaborate with each other. It just wasn't as doable in Los Angeles. And there's certainly the state income tax. I would be saving 13.3% living here, and so that has to be factored in.
Saving 13.3% on his salary and what he brings in, that's a big deal. So I don't blame him for moving from Cali.
That allows me more money left over that I could reinvest elsewhere, and a lot of that money just goes back into the business. You are living in an area where your money goes further, and it was something that I've never
That's really
experienced
smart,
before because I've always
stretching
lived
your
in
money
Los
out.
Angeles, so that was the norm. So leaving that and being able to experience something new just gave me a much wider perspective of what else was out there.
All right, this is the fun part.
Accounts has certainly increased, and some of that is just to continually pay taxes as they're due. But the other aspect of it is that I am always on the hunt for a good deal, and I never know where that's gonna come. So I prefer to keep some cash on the sidelines, just if I see a good real estate deal come up, if there's a good investment opportunity.
I like that. So initially when that first came up and he said he kept $2 million in a high yield savings account, I was thinking, why? But obviously he's wanting to make sure he has cash on the side just in case he has any opportunity to come in. For example, if the stock market, because I know he does invest in stocks, if the stock market does dip or even crashes, he'll have some cash on the side to be able to get in at such a low price. So I think that is smart, and you might as well get something for your money, even though interest accounts or savings accounts are paying absolutely nothing these days. You're actually losing money to inflation. But I see why he does it. He wants to always be prepared to snipe at opportunities when they come up. So that's something that I've been getting in the habit of doing as well. Just having some cash ready almost at all times if I can help it, so that I can buy opportunities when they come up.
I'm always able to jump on that.
Saves $400,000 a month. So yeah, it's a high savings rate, investing 60% of it.
So I still track every week all the money that comes in, all the money that goes out, but there is really no budget at this point that I stick to, because like the default is always, I'm gonna save. The default is never spend.
So for someone who makes like 6 mil a year, his monthly spend is under 10 grand. And I'm sure that fluctuates just depending, but 10 grand. So that's only 120 a year. And then the rest goes to investing and, paying whatever taxes he has to pay. You don't see him with the classic case of lifestyle creep and him spending money on things that are stupid or doesn't add any value. So he's very smart, and that's what I love about Graham. People could look at him and his YouTube channel and easily assume that he spends anywhere between 20 to 30 a month, but he keeps it really, really conservative for what he brings in. So he definitely stays well below his means. Dang, Graham spends about $820 a month on dining and takeout for him, Macy, and his team. There was a point in my life that I'm ashamed to say that I spent probably that or more when I was living in New York City area, just on myself. Yeah. I'm so ashamed to say that. It's 4.5 million subscribers across 5 YouTube channels.
So in 2020, the YouTube ad revenue made about $2.5 million, and in 2021, we're on track to probably hit about $2.8 to $3 million by the end of the year. Hey guys.
That's insane, and YouTube actually takes most of that. I think I forget the split. It's like 55, 45, 55 goes to YouTube or something like that. So in ad revenue alone, he's bringing in over 6 mil for YouTube and for himself. That's just insane. I mean, that's because like he does really well on his views. So anyway, I'm not hating on it. Hope to be there one day. Definitely one of the most influential personal finance YouTube channels out there, at least in my opinion, because he definitely speaks to the millennials, but he can still relate to those that are older and that's been in the finance game for a long time. A couple of takeaways from this video I think that we can all learn is, one, live within your means. Even when your lifestyle could upgrade because you're making more money or you're making a significant amount of money, it doesn't mean you have to spend all of that money. Graham actually invests at least 60%. He's very disciplined and he just only spends what he needs to spend. So that's lesson number one. Lesson number two, always try to have some cash on the side. You may not have 2 mil sitting in the savings account like Graham does, but you know, even if you had $1,000 set aside, $500, $10,000, whatever the case is, if you get in the habit of always having something there that's liquid that you're able to deploy whenever opportunities present itself in, say, like the market or in cryptocurrency, whenever there's a dip, you can go in and buy in cheap. It's better to have that than to have no cash at all. So I think that's great that he does that. That's something that I've started to do this year, is to make sure I have a little bit of liquidity and cash on the side ready to deploy. Overall, great video. Graham, you're probably not watching this, but if you happen to watch it, thank you for all the content that you put out. If you haven't checked out Graham's channel yet, I'll link it in the description below. Definitely check him out and show him some love. All right, everyone, hopefully you enjoyed another episode of me reacting to CNBC Make It's Millennial Money. Let me know if you're enjoying this type of content. I know I'm having fun and I love learning about what other people are doing with their money, because I think there's always lessons that we can learn from each other. So I'll definitely keep doing them if you guys like this type of video. And just for the fun of it, leave in the comments below what you would do if you were making $6 million a year. How would you spend your money? I'm just curious. All right, everyone, definitely hit that like button if you found value in this video. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, definitely hit that subscribe button for weekly videos. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.